The problems that come with being a black woman, especially a millennial, especially from the Caribbean, I feel like, yo, we're constantly being humbled. Black women, I feel like they're always trying to humble us. Everybody. Hi everyone, it's me. It's been a minute, I feel. It's been a couple months since I have turned on my camera and spoken to it. So today is going to be an interesting day. I was planning this comeback for like maybe 3 weeks now, maybe possibly 4 weeks. And this video should have gone an entirely different way, an entirely different direction. But in the past 3 weeks, a hurricane came into my life and like nothing will ever be the same. And so I feel like instead of continuously waiting, I feel like I'll just start there. Like I've been consciously trying to have a very good year this year, and I've made efforts, and I am very blessed, and I've had some very good, I've been having a great year. If I'm not lying, I've been having a great year, but a bad year has been trying to have me. I think that's the perfect way to explain it. Right now, I am just going to go to the beauty supply store because I've been playing a lot with my hair, and I tried these lock things that I saw on, it's a little puffy, like big, and it's just because of the way I've done it. Like, so I did singles at the front and the back majority, and in the middle, and then crocheted the rest of it. It's just like, I'm just playing around and having fun with it. So I need to go to the beauty supply store and buy another pack because there's a lot of like little gaps left. So I'm gonna do that. Oops, let me push this down. I'm gonna get another packet of this hair. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's to buy myself some roses. I haven't bought myself roses in a really, really long time, and it used to be something that I did every single week. So I'm gonna get roses, get a packet of hair, and then I'm going to go to get myself a matcha from Pete's, and then come back, and then we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what's been going on, because if anybody else can relate, or if anybody else is going through like a weird situation where the year is good and bad at the same time, I want you to know that you are not alone. It's just, I ignore the fact that I have a towel on top of my Lululemon mirror that is no longer even being manufactured, but I am wearing this white top that I got from Amazon. FYI, I have been finding a lot of amazing little things on Amazon. I did not think that I would ever find certain things on Amazon, but I found a bunch of stuff that you guys are gonna love. If you guys remember my little Aritzia one-piece suits that I love to wear, I found a dupe on Amazon that is even thicker than the Aritzia brand. And it's like literally $19 compared to $100. I have like 3 of them. I bought one in the shorts, and I bought one in the long format, then I bought another color. I highly, highly recommend them. I've worn them and washed them. So I'm gonna put my list of like favorites from Amazon in the post, but yeah. So this top is from Amazon. I will find it for you. And then the skirt is from H&M. I've had this for like a year or 2. I think I remember in one of my vlogs when I bought this, I bought it with the cardigan and I showed it to you guys. So this is just like a quick errands outfit. We're in between errands. We are in between seasons at the moment. So yeah, that's why it's like, I don't even know how to dress anymore, but I will be back. So I meant to come back on here yesterday to talk to you guys, but I didn't get the chance to because I've been going through it. So I kind of just like, sometimes I sit on my couch and I zone out for hours. So today I'm in a slightly better mood because I got a call this morning, which is weird because like my phone has been on DND, which is do not disturb, and nobody has been able to, like, I have no exceptions to the do not disturb on my phone. Like my phone does not ring. Like I just got a call from my doctor's office. Again, my doctor called twice, and they're calling me about my prescription, and I keep missing it because my phone is on do not disturb. I'm gonna call them back, but we've been trying to find something to help me manage my anxiety. So let's do a little chit chat. Also, these are the I don't know what these are, but I did them myself. So I don't want anybody coming out there saying, oh, Lauren, your hair looks amazing. I did this and they're free, okay? And if I had gone and gotten them professionally done for like $500, they would have still been jacked up. So I jacked them up for free, okay? I used like $30 to $40 to do this. Yeah, And so just let me live, okay? Let a Black woman live. Cool. So I think I should start with like a little mini haul before I get into like how I've been doing. I've been doing relatively good, as I said. I just have like a weird situation that's been going on, and it's kind of like leaking over and spilling over into my everyday life. I should have been in Mexico last week at one of my best friend's weddings, and I couldn't go to the wedding. I was supposed to go and listen to Malcolm Gladwell speak about his new book, and I couldn't go because of the situation that's been happening. So it's just been this one situation that's just growing. It's like, it's not even like a big situation, which is why it's so weird, but I'm learning a lot from this situation, right? I've just learned so much from it. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, like, bad management is just bad management, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, to anybody out there in a situation right now where they're dealing with bad management or a bad manager, or just like being isolated in the workplace or anything like that, you know, I stand with you. I see it, and we're gonna talk more about why Malcolm Gladwell's book is pure iconic as usual. But let me get into what I bought recently. So the first things first is my socks. These are Lululemon socks. I didn't buy these recently. I've had these for a while. As you can see, they're like the Pride edition, which is like, I think I bought these in June. Like, I've had them for, I bought these last year, June. Okay, that's how long I've had them. Lululemon socks and Aritzia socks are some of the best socks that I've found. I have very narrow feet, so socks don't ever really sit nicely on my foot, and like, I just always have a problem finding socks. But I don't know if you guys, not me showing you guys my foot, I don't know if you guys can see that, like it's thin right here. It has like a little contouring of extra fabric on the areas that you need it the most. So I ordered another pair, and I ordered like a top with their Nulu crop top. I got the top, but I haven't gotten the socks yet. I don't know when it's gonna be delivered. So I go back and forth between a backpack and a handbag. I do have a 16-inch laptop, I think a 16-inch or 16.5. I have the biggest MacBook that Apple makes. So I was carrying like another backpack, which was I was obsessed with that backpack. I still am. But I kind of have a smaller frame at the top. So carrying that backpack was kind of like, when I put it on, it took over my entire body. So Lululemon just released this because I just saw this in store. This is their crew bag, their crew backpack. It is a lot smaller than, there's something in here rolling about. I know, poor. But I took this for a spin the other day to the library. Have you guys ever been to the library? Like, if you need a space to sit down and do some work and not be interrupted by like house chores or your phone, I promise you to go to your public library. It's free. They have a lot of resources that you can use. American libraries are also good because they have so many things for free. They have cameras, they have, like, go to your public library if you've got some time and find a hobby, okay? It does have a laptop backpack area. It has like internal little pockets here. It has like a little inside flap area that really serves no purpose. I don't know what it's for, but it's a lot smaller. Do you see that? It's a lot smaller than like most backpacks. So it's still a petite backpack. I have a fairly small head, and if you compare it beside me, you can see that it's very tiny. And like I said, it does fit my 16-inch MacBook flawlessly with like room. It's not crammed in there, it's not squeezed up. It has side pockets for your water bottles or your tripod if you use a tripod, and it does kind of like have this to like secure it in there. So this is the I will put the link for this down below. I believe this is the new crew backpack, and it is $98. It does come in a bunch of other colors. I only believe in black backpacks, so you'll never catch me with another color. So that's the first thing I picked up. And then I got a bunch of random shit in Lululemon recently, but I've been wearing all of them, so what's the point? They have this with, I got the one without the sleeves, but they do have it with sleeve. Yeah, so this is the Wondermo Super Crew Neck Tank. I tried it on in store, and I'll show it to you here. I tried on a few in store, but they didn't have any extra small with the crop. They had it long, but because my torso, and I'm just now realizing this, my torso is kind of short, my legs are extremely long, so I don't wear long tops, and I only wear high-waisted stuff because that's what flatters my body the most. This is so stinking soft, like, oh my god. And I'm gonna throw this on with my black leggings, and it's gonna look like I'm wearing a set. I'm gonna toss it on with I have a trench, like a lightweight trench coat that I got from H&M that I think is gonna do amazing with this. I also bought some sneakers that I'm gonna show you. It's from this brand called Susurni or Susurni. I don't know, I'm gonna show it to you in a little bit. So this is the little top here. I haven't tried it on, so I should probably do that. But for those of you who don't have Lululemon budget or just don't think it's worth it, Target has these tops from their brand called JoyLab. I have it in an extra small. They are a very similar material to the Lululemon ones. Lululemon is a lot softer because Lululemon has, their fabric is copyright. So this is their own fabric that they've created. So you're not gonna really find the exact thing because it is a copyright fabric. If that makes any sense. Copyright, can you copyright fabric? Whatever. This one is hella cute because it's literally, this is the one that I was gonna get in the shirt from Lululemon, like with the sleeves. And it has like a little, you see that? Like a little V at the back. This fits amazing. This also comes in a bunch of other colors. Highly recommend this, and this was only $20. And I have it in the extra small. So I got myself a little gift, a little depression gift, because I've been very sad. I've just been kind of all over the place. Black women, how are you holding up? Black Caribbean women who were born in the 80s. Black millennials, how are we doing? Are you being gaslight by family who thinks that you don't have anything to worry about? Because that's how I feel. So I got a ring sizer so that I could size my finger, and this was free, by the way. Just so I could size my finger when I'm buying rings. I think I need a ring sizer. Like, I got an anklet and some earrings. Oh, they're both in here. I was on a heart attack, child. So I've been wearing this permanent anklet that I've gotten for a while on my ankle. I don't recommend it, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, I've been wearing the permanent bracelets, if you like see them here, but it just depends on where you get them. Everybody's quality is different. This is the best one I have ever like been wearing. And this is like not even a permanent bracelet. This was just a bracelet that I had them seal, and it's not even real gold. And then this one I got in LA during my birthday last year, and I really like this one. But this one here is the same one that I have on my anklet, and I just don't love it as much. The quality of it is not that good. So I got these little Huggies from RH. Ooh, they're so cute. And they're like dupes to this on Amazon, and I will put the Amazon dupes to this. So these are they. Will you focus? I'm so sorry. But it's super stinking cute. I can't wait to put this on. Like, I love a good pair of Huggies. They're so adorable. I had another one from them that I was trying to repurchase, and I lost it during the Christmas time, and I've just been so angry ever since. And then this is the anklet. My issue with anklets is that my ankles are very, very small, like tiny, and so I struggle. But this is the anklet. Is it focusing? I will show it to you after, but it's really pretty. I can already tell that it's not gonna fit my ankle. What I should have bought is I should have bought like a wrist version, because I think my ankles and my wrists are the same freaking size. I just wasn't built right, with all due respect, so.
All calls are recorded for quality and training purposes.
Who do you guys make your anklets for? Damn it, bro. Okay, so I called my doctor, they did not pick up. So I wanna run through a bunch of things that I've been really liking. If you struggle with anxiety and panic attacks like I do you know what I discovered? I discovered like these little coloring books. So I've been really big into coloring these days. I realize that whenever I'm like stressed or thinking about a lot, I've always been like someone who paints. You guys know, like I'm really big into painting. I haven't painted much this year. I have this unfinished painting sitting right here that I should have finished from like January that I just haven't gotten around to because there's just been so much noise all around that I haven't had the chance to. But I've been on medical leave for like a week now. This is going into my second week. And it goes up and down for me. I find that whenever I go on medical leave, it never makes me feel better. I don't know why. It's like I'm caught between I've taken a break from what's causing me stress to worrying about going back. And so while I'm on medical leave, I worry a lot more because yes, I don't have to go to this place today, but the thought of going back, like almost like it sets me even further back. Like, I don't even know if anybody else can relate to that. Like, you take a break for something that's stressing you out, and then the thought about going back to it stresses you more out. So it's like, if I had just stayed there and stayed in the same level of stress, I would have been okay. But I took a break, and now I'm even like sinking down even more of the thought of like going back. Another thing, I just started reading this book. I bought this in 2019, October 2019. I actually just found the receipt in here. Okay, and I never read this book because I don't know why I never read it. I bought it because of the visual of the book. I like the fact that it was a white book with black writing, and then they conveniently placed, the title of the book is Why I'm No Longer Talking About Race. And if you look closely, it says why I'm no longer talking to white people about race. But the white people part is written in white, so it's like not, you know what I mean? It's so good. Ow. So I just started reading it. It was written by Rennie Edo-Lodge, and she's from the UK, I believe. And I don't know, I've been really, really liking it. So I'm at the part right now where she's talking about history and the slave trade and how the slaves were brought to the Caribbean and all this stuff. And I'm not someone who really enjoys sitting down and digging up bad memories because it does not put me in a good place. It does not make me happy, and it does make me go out into the world a little bit more angry than I was the day before. I'm not gonna lie, it does anger me a lot, especially when I have to constantly deal with people who think that their little, you know, things or I think the word of the day right now is overreact. I cannot tell you how many times Black people, including myself, have been accused of overreacting. It's like people want us to just push things under the rug. And that's why I was like, let me come on camera today, even though this was not the vlog that I wanted to do 3 weeks ago when I asked on my Instagram, what do you guys want to talk about? Okay, this was not the vlog I had meant to do. I thought I was gonna come on here and we were gonna it's gonna be happy, and I am happy to a certain extent. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's all like, woe is me. Like, we're still, you know, in a positive mindset, and they will never take that from us because even with everything happening this year, I'm still blessed, I'm still highly favored, and God is still playing favorites with me. Like, I think with every challenge that has happened in my life, like the universe, God just keeps proving, Lauren, I really, really, really have your back. I really do. Because one of the worst things is to go through situations in your life and you're just going through it. There's no solution. But I've been thrown into like some real situations, and the universe will just throw somebody in there that I need for that moment, or throw this in there that I need for that moment. It's like it throws me in these situations and it gives me the tools to handle it. Like, it puts me in a position. Which part of the Bible said, God will prepare a table for me in front of my enemies, in the presence of my enemies? When I tell you that my enemies really thought that I was going to starve to death, and God keeps making tofu, sauteed noodles, like a bitch is eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm depressed and I'm having severe panic attacks, but I am eating. My belly is fulleth, it runneth over. Do you know what I mean? Put that on a shirt. But with that being said, I should have been at my friend's wedding last week, and then in the past month, like, everything just started to get chaotic, and I asked myself, would my life be easier? Right? Because they kind of tell you, like, you know, if you're attractive and da-da-da, you know, the world likes attractive people and you get all these opportunities. But I almost feel like if I wasn't a threat to anyone, to anyone at all, let's just say like I was not attractive. And I know that that word is politically incorrect because we're in an atmosphere right now where everybody's attractive and everybody's beautiful and everybody's talented, everybody's whatever. But let's just say, for example, I was unattractive and I didn't fit any of society's, any of their classifications of beauty, right? I already have one major thing running against me, which is that I'm black, which I literally have no problem being black. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I could choose the color of my skin, I would still keep the color that I have right now because I think the color of my skin right now is perfect. I honestly think, and I think I've said this before, the only thing that would make me look better is if I was a tinge bit darker, which is fine because all I have to do is tan or use self tanners and I'm good. But if I was naturally a little bit darker, you could not talk to me because I just wouldn't even have a bad day because I would look so good, okay? So don't have a problem with my skin. However, the trials and tribulations that come with being a black woman, I could do without that. I really could. Like, it's too much, bro. It's too much because like, it's like you're in a space. A lot of times, a lot of us occupy spaces where we are, maybe I should just talk to myself. I've always occupied spaces where I am the only black woman in that space. And it has never really bothered me before, if I'm being honest, because, you know, I grew up in the Caribbean. So I don't really look at the color of someone's skin as much as I do like a lot of other things. So I gauge people based on a lot of other things. And I realize that, like, you know, we can say in Jamaica that we think about race, but we really don't. And you realize that when you move to another country where race is super important, that you look at people a little bit differently. Like, I still think I'm better than people who are, don't take this the wrong way, just hear me out. There are people that are probably Caucasians, okay, that I've met, and in their eyes, they think they're dominant of me, or they think that I'm probably weaker. And I'm looking at them like, damn, I really am better than you because you're just not on my level. And I don't see the color of their skin. I just see fail, you're a failure, fail. You know what I mean? And so that comes from me being Caribbean. So I honor and I love that about myself. But I have found that, like, I'm always having similar situations, and it's the situations are always very similar and the people are always very similar. So I'm starting to wonder, is it me that's the problem, or is it you that's intimidated by me and everything that I offer and everything that I have to offer? Is it because I'm a black woman who is attractive and educated? Is that it? Is it because that, you know, is it because I meet men that just want to spoil me? Is that what it is? I don't know, because like, it's always the same shit. Always the same. And the perpetrators, they are the same. They are the same. And I don't know why. This year, I've been having a better year. If you guys watch my Instagram stories, I've just been like living. I've taken a pause off YouTube and I've just really gotten back into myself, and I've just been living. And it was like the worst thing I could do is start living. Like, I started to get a lot of hate the minute I just started minding my business. I mean, I've always minded my business, don't get me wrong. I'm somebody who minds their business because I got a lot of business to mind. Let's just be real. And it just seems like the more like I was in my world, coming in, doing my job, leaving when my shift was over, disappearing on the weekends because I don't work on the weekends, come back on Monday, do my job, go home. That pissed off a lot of people. And so people started to react because, like, how dare you? How dare you, black woman? How dare you look the way you look, be educated the way you're educated, come in here happy every day, get flowers delivered all the time, out here just living your best life. No, you don't get to do that. And you're 36 and you look like that? No. So that's that, and I'm currently handling that situation. Don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. I have several different options. I really just try to be that fly on the wall and mind my business, and people just keep dragging me into shit. And I'm like, why are you dragging me into this? I'm booked and busy. I don't have time for this. So that's that. But I say this to say, I don't know where the point I'm trying to make got left off, but it got left off somewhere. I'm saying this to say the problems that come with being a Black woman, especially a millennial, especially from the Caribbean, I feel like, yo, we're constantly being humbled. Black women, I feel like they're always trying to humble us. Everybody. It's not just white people. It's not just other races. And I said white people, but like they're the only ones that like I can think of that everybody knows is, you know, unanimously we've had historical beef. But I personally don't have any issues with any race, if I'm being honest. I know there's a lot of races that don't like Black people, but I'm telling you here and now, I don't have a problem with none of y'all. Y'all can hate me forever. It's fine. I'm good. But I don't have a problem with you guys, okay? So I've noticed that for us, it's like people always try to humble us. Our families try to humble us. You know, our society tries to humble us. Our men try to humble us. Our jobs try to humble us. Everybody is trying to humble us. And I'm like, bro, why? Like, why can't we just pop out and show? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we just talk our shit and nobody try to humble us? Why are we constantly being tried to, everybody's always trying to like bring us down. You're too happy, let me bring you down. You're too positive, let me bring you down. Like why? Why can't I just live and be at peace with the world? So I find that that's happening a lot. And another thing I've noticed with the Black community is universally, when I say this, like if you've ever spoken about therapy to anybody in your family, it depends on your family type, and it depends on the age of the people in your family, it depends on who you're speaking to. It's almost like they try to what is that word? Discount therapy. You know, they're like, oh yeah, you don't need that, you need church. How many, bruh, comment down below how many of you have been told that you need to turn to God with your problems and that church is the answer. You could be struggling to the pits of hell with anxiety and depression. This is another thing I want the Black community to start to understand. I want you to, if you are a parent, if you have children, you got grandkids, I do not care. Start doing some research on depression and anxiety and learn about it, because it is killing our people. Like, it might not physically kill a lot of people, but a lot of people are suffering and they don't even know that they're suffering. And anxiety and depression shows up in many different ways. You staying home every single day, not leaving your house, not having any friends, not socializing, not ever like coming face to face with the demons that have made you the way you are is a form of depression. It really is. Like, humans are sociable creatures. I'm not telling you to be out in the streets every day, but if you realize a certain pattern in yourself, then maybe you are depressed and you don't even know it, you know? So I feel like we need to do more of that. We need to like learn about what it is. And don't make anybody feel bad because they want to go to therapy, or, you know, don't gaslight people. Is another thing too. Like, when people are talking to you about the things that have happened to them as a kid, don't gaslight them and say, oh yeah, I don't know about this, or your parents did the best they could. That line right there is one of the most toxic lines I've ever heard in my life. Trying to push things under the rug and say that your parents did the best they could. Of course they did the best they could. Everybody did the best they could. If you go into an exam and you fail, you did the best you could in that moment. You couldn't do any more. That's why you failed. So discounting what happened to people by saying things like that, it's really offensive, and I find it very prevalent and very common within the Black Caribbean community, and I wish it would just stop, because these traumas are literally affecting us as adults. Like, my panic attacks and anxiety did not come out of nowhere. My insomnia, it did not come out of nowhere. God didn't just look at me and say, bitch, you get anxiety, you get insomnia, He didn't just fucking say that. It was a result of something. So I think in order for us to advance and for us to grow, we need to acknowledge that, yeah, we fucked up, and now we can start to advance forward. That's one thing. Another thing, what was it that I wanted to talk about? But I mean, other than that, I've been good, just navigating this space that I'm currently in. I can't say too much because I don't know the next steps that I'm going to take. But just navigating the steps. I wrote 2 blog posts that you guys should definitely check out, and it's one of them I'm very, very proud of. I wrote it from my heart. It took me 3 hours to write it, okay? It's called Where Do Black Girls Go to Cry? And it kind of speaks into like what I just spoke about. So I will put the links for all of that down below. I have an Amazon shop with some of my favorites that I've been ordering from Amazon, including my coloring book. So go check it out. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm working on my mental health, trying to pick up the pieces every time they fall. Like they just keep shattering on the floor. Like every time I put stuff together, shit just falls everywhere and I'm back where I started. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I've noticed something very, very similar whenever I'm in these positions. I'm always alone. And I don't mean alone. I mean like I always feel like I literally don't have, I have a support system, but whenever something like this happens, it's funny to see how everything clears out. And the people that I expect to be there, they're never there. And then the people who I don't even know them, they come out of nowhere. But the people that you expect to be there for you when you're in a dark place, you will never see them. And I don't know why this happens. But every time I'm in the darkest spaces of my life, the people that I've held down, the people that I've supported, the people that I've been there, or just people that I expect to be there for me, they're literally in an interview somewhere saying, I don't know her. Like, literally, they don't know me. So, yeah, I mean, that's really it. There's really nothing happening here. Just trying to hold it down. How are you guys doing? How is everybody doing? Are we managing? We're going back into winter. I cannot believe this summer just came and went. I feel like I didn't do shit. I thought I was gonna have my titties out this summer. I thought I was gonna be on a beach somewhere. My titties were gonna be out and it was gonna be a great summer. The fuck, my titties were not outside one time, okay? They were not out one time. I did a lot of stuff this summer, but I didn't do a hell of a lot. I also hit my car in June. So summer started off like really fucking stupid for me. In June, I met into a car accident and the police it was no fault for nobody, but it should have been the fault of the guy that I hit because this idiot was parked around a corner where I couldn't see him on the red. He's parked on a red around a corner, a blind corner on the main. And I'm coming around, of course, what do you expect is gonna happen when you park there, stupid? Obviously it was a Tesla because Tesla drivers, I just don't know. Y'all doing too much for me, honestly. So that's that. Okay, I was supposed to come back and show you guys these sneakers that I picked up, but maintenance was in my apartment because I've been having issues with like some fuckery that's happening there. Note, I hate this apartment. Not only are my upstairs neighbors or upstairs people are like the loudest motherfuckers in the world. Like you guys have heard them in previous videos. They are horrible. These people, like, I don't know what it is, but their kids wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and just run around like all the time. Late at night, they're running around. It's just, I hate this place. So that being said, I'm looking to move in like December, November when nobody really moves and the rental prices are at their lowest. So yeah, because when I got this apartment, I got it in peak season and I'm like kind of overpaying for it. And then the area that I live in too is like, you know, I've got Apple right there, you've got eBay over there. It's just, it's one of those areas. So I got these shoes from Saucony Originals or Saucony. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never seen this brand before in my life. I don't know if it's like under another brand or what, but I got these in one of them sports stores, child. I don't know. I have very narrow feet, like I said earlier, and so my feet, whenever I wear sneakers, my feet kind of dance around in it. There's like so much room. And so when I tried these on, I was like literally shocked. Now, I was very much against, and I mean against the whole, you know, orthopedic baby boomer sneakers for a very long time. And then, you know, I started to see these chunky sneakers more and more because they had gotten pretty outrageous. Not gonna lie, I think it was maybe 2019 when the chunky sneakers got like a little like caricature. Like I think it's Fila that has that really super chunky sneaker. It's Fila, I think. It's like horrible, the ugliest sneaker ever made. I don't know why people bought that sneaker. I'm pretty certain that they're looking at those sneakers right now, regretting their life choices, but whatever. But I think now the chunky sneaker has kind of toned down and become a little bit more practical and a little bit more realistic looking. So I love this color because it's like in a neutral tone. I don't know if you can, if it's like, yeah, it's like in a neutral kind of like nudish type of tone, which is perfect for my lifestyle. But what I like about this shoes, and I have it in a size, Europe size 39 and UK size 5.5, which I'm assuming is a size 8, I'm not quite sure. They're so comfortable. They have padding all the way around, but my favorite place is that they have padding, I don't know if you can see it, right here. So this is where your ankle sits, and I have super scrawny, skinny people ankles. So like right here is like the most uncomfortable part of a shoe for me, because my ankles are literally bobbling about in here like I don't even know. So the fact that they have padding here, padding right here, padding here, it feels like I'm walking on a cloud. These are, excuse me, ooh, child. These are extremely comfortable. Highly recommend these. I haven't worn them yet, but I might wear them this weekend. My house is like a mess right now because I was burning sage and I'm currently burning incense. I'm blessing my house. I just did a whole bless, manifest, and talking to the universe, telling it that like I want all my friends to be in a better place. I want all my friends to be happy. You know, I want everybody to have jobs that are not toxic. I want everybody to have, you know, coworkers that like are teammates. I want people to feel like they belong. You belong, you know. I'm wishing that for everybody. So I just did that whole thing and I was just like, good things are coming to me. I'm gonna enter the greatest season of my life. I will be surrounded by good people. But most importantly, I will be surrounded by happy people. Because happy people, they're just better, you know? I don't want to be surrounded by people who have all these inner demons that they're trying to fight. Don't get me wrong, we all have inner demons, but some of us, we're not in control of our demons. We have no control of them at all, and they're just running us amok. So that's that. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. Welcome back. I made pretty much all the videos on my page private because I'm just going into a new era. As you guys can see, I'm wearing pink, baby. And I'm wearing pink workout leggings, okay? I never wear pink, okay? So, and that's kind of like the era that I'm going into with Good Buddy Lifestyle as well, is the pink era. I need to finish editing the photos tonight, but like, yeah, this week too, I'm feeling a lot better than I was feeling last week. Last week, I think I was just going through it every single day. And this week, I'm in a much, much better place. So, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Peace, hope, and light. Especially to my fellow black girls out there who, you know, we're trying to show up. We're trying to be unseen in the workplace. We're trying to also be seen. We're trying to take initiative. We're trying to like not make anybody feel intimidated. We're also trying to like work on our mental health. We're trying to be not, you know, like there's just so much, you know. We're trying to work on our bodies. We're trying to go to the gym. We're trying to eat right. We're like, it's just a lot for us to deal with. And I just want you to know that I see you. We're gonna get through this together, okay? Bye.